Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jamie, and in today's video we're going to talk about some new makeup releases. Am I going to buy them, put them on my wish list, or pass over them altogether? As always, this video is inspired by Samantha March, who created the Will I Buy It series. Samantha posts her Will I Buy It videos every Wednesday, so I'll have her playlist linked down below. She also created a community playlist where other creators can make this type of video and share it, so I'll have that playlist linked down below as well. I feel like last week was slightly slower, but looking at all my saved photos, this week's gonna be a longer episode, so let's get right into it. I just wanna point out we actually don't have ColourPop to talk about this week, and this is one of the first times it's ever happened, so I just felt like I need to acknowledge that as a moment. I'm also wearing the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation I talked about last week. I have mine in the shade, is it 130? I got shade matched at Ulta. I don't know what I think about it yet. I don't know. Let me know how you think it looks up close and like on camera, because I can't tell. I wore it yesterday and it held up well, but I don't know. I'm still testing it out, but just want to give you an update that I ended up purchasing that. So we're going to jump right in and start with NYX. And NYX is actually one of my favorite drugstore brands, but I don't think I've talked about them hardly at all in the series. So they're coming out with their lip lingeries, which is their liquid lipstick, and they also came out with lingerie glosses, but in a traditional lipstick. So these are their push-up, long-lasting lipsticks. They retail for $6.30 each. I guess they're on sale because they're usually $9 as their regular price. The long-lasting lipstick push-up pencil lippy delivers plumping action and precise application finish. It's also a matte. So this comes in some of the same shades as the NYX lingerie lipsticks, and I actually have a few of those here with me. I am actually wearing the shade Embellishment on my lips, which is like a really pretty cool toned purple. I have the shade Satin Ribbon, which is the most nude color in my collection, and for some reason I thought I could wear this all alone, but I put it onto the center of my lips to lighten up a color. And the shade Exotic, which is one of my favorites, and you can actually see how much use I've gotten out of it. It's like such a pretty red color, and judging by this tube, I'm probably gonna hit pan on this, so maybe I'll just start using this more. I don't dislike this formula, but it's definitely not my favorite, but I know a lot of people did not like this formula at all, so if you didn't, you can definitely try out these. My favorite thing about the lingerie line is it has a nude for every skin tone. I haven't decided if I'm gonna pick these up. I will probably go into Ulta if they come into Ulta and swatch them, but I have enough nude lipsticks now. I do like the fact that they come in really deep nudes, so it's not like your traditional like super fair nudes. But it's not something I need, but I'm excited about the release because I do like NYX as a brand. They were one of the first makeup brands I ever tried, but I feel like NYX has 1,000 lip formulas. They have their slip cheese lip oils, their butter glosses, they're like super pigmented butter glosses. The lip lingerie liquid lipsticks, the lip lingerie lip glosses, the soft matte lip creams. Then they came out with the soft matte lip creams in metallic finishes, the liquid suede, the cosmic metals, the little like the puff ones. Like NYX comes out with 1,000 lipstick formulas, so sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming. If you are looking for a lip product from NYX, my favorite one are their liquid suede cream lipsticks. So Kim Kardashian is coming out with her KKW Beauty new collection. I can't tell if this is a fall or summer collection, but it's a 90s inspired collection. And it's the Smoky Sexy collection. It's all matte. It has both warm and cool colors. So it includes two different palettes. There's the Matte Smokes palette, which retails for $45. And it's a 10 pan eyeshadow palette of all matte shades, a combination of smoke nude, browns, and grays. And the Matte Cocoa eyeshadow palette, which also retails for $45, which is once again a 10 pan eyeshadow palette with all matte shadows and their warm browns and tans. It's coming out with eyeliners for each collection, which retail for $10 each. So the Cocoa eyeliners have browns and nudes, and the Smoke eyeliners are navy and black. And there's matte lip liners, and they're in new shades. There's 90s Got Chic lip liner, which is a rich reddish brown, 90s Glam, which is the mid-tone warm beige, 90s Style, which is deep beige pink, 90s Icon, which is a medium warm brown, 90s Runway, which is a mid-tone peachy nude, 90s Supermodel, mid-tone pinky nude, and there's 6 matte lipsticks. They retail for $18 each, and apparently it's supposed to be a new matte formula. A velvet matte finish with comfortable non-drying wear, formulated with mattifying powders for lightweight velvety texture. These comes in also, it looks like they're the same shades as a lip liner. So you have 90s Chic, which is the warm reddish brown, 90s Glam, which is the warm mid-toned honey nude, 90s Style, which is a warm beige peach, 90s Runway, which is peach, 90s Supermodel, which is a warm pinky nude, and 90s Icon, which is a warm rosy nude. The full collection retails for $295, but you could also get bundles of the palette, the lip liners, the eyeliners, and the 3 lipsticks that correspond with that one. And that retails for $146 for the Cocoa bundle. Oh, and $155 for the Smoke bundle because that has 3 eyeliners versus the Cocoa has 2. You can also get a bundle of all the lipsticks for $96 and a bundle of all the eyeliners for $42. This will be available on August 16th at noon Pacific time on the KKW Beauty website. I think these palettes look kind of boring. I feel like at this point I have a matte gray. I have matte grays, browns, neutrals, like all these eyeshadows. But the promo photos, the Janet Jackson inspired promo photo, Makeup by Mario can sell ice to an Eskimo. Like Kim Kardashian looks bomb in these photos. Like I actually had to stop the one where she's wearing that like gray and her nose is like super contoured. She looks stunning. Granted, Kim looks stunning in everything, but honestly, it made me almost want to buy the palettes just based on the promo photos. And I'm like, 1, I don't look like Kim Kardashian. 2, Makeup by Mario does not do my makeup. And 3, I have all these colors in my collection. But I like the 90s theme. I feel like there should be a few more like brown lipsticks. I think 90s, I think like dark brown lip liner, brown lipstick, and a gloss. So I feel like a brown gloss would have also suited this collection, but I'm not gonna buy it. At this point, if you have a bunch of eyeshadow palettes, the odds of you having new, like matte grays, browns, and tans is pretty high. So you could probably look in your collection and dupe this exact thing. A release that I think is kind of underwhelming comes from Too Faced. And they're releasing the Gingerbread Spice palette. Is it a holiday palette? I can't tell if it's their Christmas palette. And if we're already talking about Christmas releases in August, this is too much for me. But they just re-released their Gingerbread Spice palette, so I was kind of surprised to see this come out. But this is their Gingerbread Extra Spicy palette. It also comes in like a full gingerbread collection, which has a gingerbread bronzer and a lip set. I don't know how much the palette retails for, but I'm assuming it'll retail for as much as their typical tin palette, so I'll have that link down below if you're curious. And this is available September 22nd, which makes me think that it already is a Christmas release, which that's scary. But this palette is so boring. I'm sorry, I love Too Faced. I have the chocolate gold and it's one of the most high quality eyeshadow palettes in my collection. But this is boring. And I thought their regular Gingerbread Spice was like kind of cool, but this is so boring. The most exciting color is that shimmery blue, but does Too Faced put a shimmery blue in almost every palette? Yes. Odds are if you have like the chocolate bar or the last year's Gingerbread Spice, you have this, and for something considered like extra spicy, I would have loved to see like a bright red or like more greens if it's like a holiday palette. It's a warm tone palette with a few shimmers and a pop of blue, which is almost like all of the Christmas palettes Too Faced release. If you like this, totally go for it because the tin eyeshadow palette quality from Too Faced is some of their better quality. But this color scheme does not inspire me in the slightest. An eyeshadow palette that did catch me off guard was the Persona Identity 2. Persona Cosmetics is my 9 brands that I want to try in 2019, and so far I've tried a total of 0 products. I always mentioned I want to try their Identity 1 palette because I just heard such good things about the quality, but I don't need another neutral palette. So they released the Identity 2, and this retails for, I think, $42. Once again, I will always have the links, the prices, and release dates down below if you want more information on the product. But this is available now on the Persona website, and I just saw it on the Ulta Beauty website today. I'm having second thoughts about this palette. I think it's pretty, and the Makeup Shayla did swatches on her Instagram. I'll put them up here. They look good, but I wish there were more colorful mattes. Like that green, I wish it was a green matte, and maybe like one of the purples were a purple matte, because the most you can do with this palette is a warm tone crease with a pop of shimmer on the lid. Unless you're more creative than I am and you could put shimmers in the crease, which by all means, you could get so much more use out of this palette. So although I think the swatches are pretty, this kind of reminds me in the same vein of the Masquerade palette by Juvia's Place, which is like warm tone mattes and like shimmery metallics. And considering how little I use that palette, and I only use it for like colorful cut creases with like a warm toned outer corner and like a blue on the lid, I feel like I would end up doing the same thing with this. I'm torn because I want to buy this to try Persona, but I don't think this would add any value in my collection. I don't know, I'm having such second thoughts. There's like a battle going on. But let me know what you thought about this launch. Was it something you're interested in buying? Were you excited to see them come out with the Identity 2? I know the Identity 1 is so loved, so I kind of want to try Persona for the formula, but I also want an eyeshadow palette that's unique in my collection. While we're on the topic of eyeshadow palettes, there's an eyeshadow palette coming from SugarPill, which I didn't see this coming, and it's their new fun size mini palette. It will drop Tuesday, so tomorrow after this video drops at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And this looks really cute. The little cat on the cover. I'm a cat mom, so like that cat is enough to buy me enough products. But I love the colors, and I like the fact that it's only a 9-pan eyeshadow palette. Some of those purples, the one called Player One and that like minty green called Twitch, are really cool. And I like the little game theme with like the pixelated cat on the front, and it is really cute. I don't know. I feel like this week I just can't make up my mind about when I want to buy. I definitely am excited to see smaller eyeshadow palettes with such a curated color scheme, because it's not really a rainbow palette, which is something that you can't reinvent the rainbow. And I like when brands put unique colors in. So it is a colorful palette, but instead of a bright yellow, there's a mustard. Instead of a true green, there's that Twitch color. Like there's multiple purples. There's more of a burnt orange. Like the colors are stunning, but I don't know how much I would use this. I've never tried anything from SugarPill. I know their single shadows and like the bright colors are considered like some of the best bright single shadows ever, but I have to look through my collection. I am planning on buying the Jackie Aina and Anastasia palette, so I don't want to add like 50 new palettes into my collection because I want to be able to thoroughly review what I'm buying. So I don't know. I think this is a really exciting release, but I'm going to see how much it retails for. I think if it retails for like a lower price, maybe I'd pick it up. But if it's on the more expensive side, which SugarPill is an indie brand, so they tend to retail for more expensive, I don't know if I would buy this. But I'm excited to see a smaller colorful palette because those are the things that I tend to go for. Speaking of eyeshadow palettes, Violet Voss is releasing 2 new eyeshadow palettes. She has the Vibes palette, which retails for $30, which is a matte rainbow palette. But Violet Voss came out with a shimmer rainbow palette over a year ago. And I looked at that and I was like, it's all shimmers. So I feel like if you bought that palette, this would be a good compliment. And then she's also coming out with the Coral Crush palette, which retails for $42. And this Coral palette has me going, but it reminds me so much of the ColourPop Sweet Talk palette. So I feel like I'd rather buy that palette for like $18 than this Violet Voss one for $42. According to the Trend Mood One Instagram page, these will be available August 10th. So they should be available now on Violet Voss's website, and they will be coming online to Sephora at mid-August. I actually forgot Violet Voss was sold at Sephora. I've never tried anything from Violet Voss. I feel like her color schemes are always halfway there for me. Like I want it, but they're a little bit too neutral. So I feel like as much as I love this Coral palette, it could definitely be cut in like half because a lot of the tones repeat each other. But also at the same vein, I know and like the ColourPop formula, so I could pick up the Sweet Talk palette, which is a coral theme palette. The more that I look at the rainbow palette, the prettier it is, but I have mattes in all of these colors. So I have rainbow mattes that just might not be in one uniform palette, but there's a little bit here, like a little bit there. So if I want to do a rainbow eye look, I just have to stop being lazy and pull the colors out of my collection. But let me know if you're going to buy this. I don't think the prices are bad either. $42 for that Coral Crush palette's pretty good because that seems like it's a bigger palette. And $30 for the rainbow one isn't terrible either. Violet Voss also has affiliate codes on her website, and the Sephora VIB sale is coming around the corner before we know it. So if you want to buy it, you could definitely get a good discount on some of these palettes. A release that I was super excited to see comes from Beauty Bakery. Beauty Bakery is also on my 9 brands in 2019 list, but so far, like Persona, grand total of 0. Beauty Bakery came out with foundation and concealer in 2018, and I heard it got less than superb reviews because it was super drying and mattifying. So they're coming out with the Instabake 3-in-1 Hydrating Concealer. And just the fact that it's a hydrating concealer already got me interested because I do have dry skin and prefer hydrating products. This will be available August 25th online and in stores at Ulta Beauty. And it comes in 18 different shades. And I like Beauty Bakery. When it comes to naming shades, Beauty Bakery is like the wittiest thing. Like the Cake Mix Foundation. Are you kidding me? That was so cute. And like the Insta Bake Concealer. I would definitely want to see reviews on this because I know the other concealer and foundation was kind of reviewed poorly. But I do want to try something from Beauty Bakery. Even if it's just for the name alone. I think out of any Beauty Bakery products I would pick up, I would get their Flower Setting Powder. Especially since they did a shade expansion on that, because I think their original translucent was a little bit too dark for me, but I know they went even lighter on the spectrum. If you've tried anything from Beauty Bakery, please let me know what your favorite products are, because they are a brand I really want to try. I just never know what I should pick up. But I'm excited. It's a hydrating concealer, and I'm hoping it works for people with dry skin like myself. So Milk Makeup is coming out with a Flex Foundation Stick and Flex Highlighter. The Flex Foundation Stick comes in 36 different shades, and it claims to be buildable, medium coverage formula, infused with Blue Lotus to hydrate and chamomile to calm redness and soothe skin, for even the most sensitive skins. It seamlessly becomes one with your skin without caking or creasing, thanks to a combo of tiny blendable spheres and elastic marshmallow root extract. What is elastic marshmallow root extract? I have never seen that in any product whatsoever, but that kind of makes me intrigued. What? And then they have a Flex Highlighter. The highlighter is a silky formula, hydrates skin with hyaluronic acid filled spheres, crushed gemstones, and a weightless pearlescent base combined for flex on the glow. Infused with Blue Lotus to hydrate and chamomile to help calm redness and soothe skin. Become one with your skin without creasing or caking thanks to elastic marshmallow root extract. What is that? Because why do I want to buy it? Because there's marshmallow root extract. That's insane, Damien. You can't do that. These look like they're already available online and at Sephora, in stores as well. What is marshmallow root extract? Like, that has me so intrigued. I have a few products from Milk Makeup, but I haven't tried their Flex Concealer or Foundation. I feel like I've been trying to make myself become a foundation stick girl when I just like traditional liquid foundations, and that's something that I've slowly learned. So I think when it comes to this Flex Stick Foundation or like the normal liquid foundation, I would go with the liquid one. My friend does have that foundation and she likes it. I feel like there's so many foundations. The next foundation that I want to try is to be the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation because I want to compare it to the Anastasia one. But the Milk Makeup one has been on my list, but it's not really super high up. I like the shade range. I wonder if it's the same shades as her liquid foundation. So if you like that liquid foundation, you could find your exact shade in the stick foundation. And the highlighter looks really pretty, like really pretty. And it comes in 3 different colors. There's iced, blitzed, lit, and glazed. It didn't say that on the Trend Mood one page, so I like the fact that it comes in different colors because, as we know, one highlighter doesn't work for all skin tones. There's like a yellow gold, a pink, a champagne, and like a deeper bronze. And the swatches look like it could work for a variety of skin tones, but I'm not gonna buy this, but I am gonna look up what elastic marshmallow root extract is because that is something new. So it looks like Ofra Cosmetics coming out with a Rodeo Drive collection to celebrate 3 years of the highlighter in Rodeo Drive. I bought my first Ofra highlighter this year in Star Island, and at first I thought people were just hyping up the formula, but let me tell you, you can glow from miles away with an Ofra highlighter. So this collection includes some new additions. There's the Rodeo Drive Face and Body Mist for $25. It can be used as a setting spray for makeup or as an all-over illuminating body spray. I'm wondering how that would work because is it an illuminating setting spray? Like, would it lock in your makeup or does it just give you glow if it can also be used as an illuminating body spray? There's the Rodeo Drive Primer for $20, which is the Luminous Soft Focus Primer. The Rodeo Drive Lip Gloss for $15, which is a shimmering gloss. And then there's the Rodeo Drive Anniversary Box, which retails for $59. It's a face and body mist, lip gloss, primer, and the mini Rodeo Drive highlighter. This will be available August 16th at the Ofra Cosmetics website. So I've never bought Rodeo Drive because it's way too golden for my skin tone and I know it wouldn't work for me. So right off the bat, I wouldn't buy the box because I don't need a mini Rodeo Drive highlighter. I'm just kind of confused about the setting spray, and I wish we knew more about the primer. I feel like it would be an illuminating primer because it's based off a highlighter, but is it also like long lasting? Is it smoothing? I don't really know the claims of this. I can always look into the Ofra Cosmetics website because they might have some more information. And the lip gloss looks really pretty, but I have like shimmery golden lip glosses. So this isn't a collection I'm gonna buy. I wish there was more information available. Let me know what you think about this. I know Rodeo Drive is a cult favorite highlight in the beauty community. So if it's one of your favorites and you love it and you just want to add more to the collection, this makes sense. But because of how fair I am, this collection wouldn't really work for me. And it's just not something I'm going to pick up. But the more that I try from Ofra, the more that I really do like them as a brand. So I'm always interested to see what they release. In beauty news, Zoeva Cosmetics is available now at Ulta Beauty. And I'm excited. Was Zoeva on the 9 brands that I went to buy in 2019? Should I look at that list considering it's already August? Probably. But it looks like it's already available online and will be available September 22nd at 302 stores. Honestly, I've been waiting for Zoeva to come into stores forever because I've always wanted to try their stuff. Some of their eyeshadow palettes are available online as well as some of their like face products and their brushes. And I've always wanted to try their stuff because they're a UK-based brand. Like their shipping and the currency and like the conversions always deterred me. Also, I'm obsessed with gaining Ulta points. But I think I'm definitely gonna try something from Zoeva. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, they'll come into a store near me because I love being able to swatch stuff in stores. I was just at Ulta yesterday and Juvia's place was in store, so that was exciting. I just went and swatched all of the eyeshadow palettes. So I'm hoping Zoeva comes to stores as well because they're a brand I've always been intrigued by and want to try. The last release we're going to talk about today isn't really a release, but it's more of a sneak peek and it's from Fenty Beauty. And it looks like they're coming out with eyebrow products in 14 different shades. It's the Ultra Fine Brow Pencil and Styler. And it will be available August 23rd online at fentybeauty.com and Sephora. And because most of Fenty Beauty's products come to Sephora, it'll probably be in stores around that time. The one thing that's noteworthy are how many red shades there are. As a redhead myself, I find it hard to match brow products, and I have a friend with like vibrant red hair, and I know she also struggles finding like brow products, even fake eyelashes and mascara that works for her. So it's exciting to see some redhead products and to see Rihanna come out for us. There also looks to be a really, really light, like blonde, almost white shade. And I feel like that's cool for people that have like bleached blonde or super blonde hair because that's also something you really don't see in the market. I'll definitely keep an eye out for this when it's officially launched, but it's kind of exciting. Fenty Beauty, once again, is one of those brands that whenever they release something, I do a second take, regardless of whether I'm going to buy it or not, because I feel like they come out with such innovative stuff. But if I'm going to buy anything from Fenty Beauty soon, it's going to be that hydrating foundation because I'm literally waiting for it to come into Sephora so I can buy it. But that's going to wrap it up for the releases I have to talk about today. Let me know what releases caught your eye and which ones you're planning on buying and which ones you're going to skip over. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. If you like this video, I hope you'll consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. I post about 2 to 3 videos every week and I'd love to have you join me in my next one. But that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. Thanks for watching.